Good morning and welcome to this week's Monday morning mixed media piece. And this is week 20. I have reached this week here. And last week I finished up this little book here. And this was, I think it is 20 by 13.5 centimeters. And it is full, and I will put a link in the description box for the playlist for the whole series in this book. There is also a video on how I altered this old children's book, but look there if you're interested in that. But last week I think I talked about what will happen now when this book is full. And I think I talked a little about doing this Monday morning's mixed media piece for the rest of this year. And then I will do something else next year. I haven't decided yet. But to have a place to do these Monday mornings mixed media pieces in, I have been to my Red Cross shop and bought this cookbook. And I will insert some small clips on how I put this fabric on the cover, and it is quite easy. I have just been gessoing the cover and let it dry, and then I have cut a piece of fabric out that was the size of the front and the back and over the spine of the book. And then I have taken some, what was it? It was gel medium and glued it down. And it is so dry now, so I can think I can work in it. And that is my plan, to do a spread here today. It is quite bigger than the other book I have been working in. And sometimes it is nice to have a manageable size, but I also felt a little squeezed in sometimes because it wasn't bigger, that book there. And this book here is, if I take a page, it is about 26 by 26 centimeters. And I like square things, so that really suits me well. And one of the reasons I chose exactly this book is because I think two-thirds of the parts here of the papers in this book is some rough, not shiny paper. And I think it is nicer to work on if I'm rolling paint or something on. So that is why I chose this. And there is some glossy sides here on the back, and that is the recipes for all kinds of different things here. It is a cookbook. And I like these 2 pages, and I think I perhaps will make a circle of some kind there. And the 2 first pages, they always lie so strange, so I will glue these 2 pages together with my glue stick. And then I already had pulled a lot of pages out. I think for every 6 spread I have removed a spread, and here you can see the sewing is sitting there. So the way I do it is I very carefully, and I put my thumb on the thread, not to they would get so loose, and then I can quite easily remove this and take it away. And for now I have done it for every time I reach such a line here with the sewing. And that is what I will do for now. And then when I have been working in it for a little while, I can easily see if I have to remove, I can't speak, remove any more pages. But I will take it ad hoc. It isn't much. I don't know if there are 4 or 5 or 6 Mondays left in this year here. But once in a while I will do something in the book here again. So that is the plan for this Monday morning. So, by the way, my name is Lisbeth, and I'm an abstract mixed media artist who likes to do all kinds of things. Slow stitching and embroidery, jelly printing, making books, altering books, yeah, you name it. And if you're into all these sorts of things, you have come to the right channel. I have made some different playlists, so if you're not interested in jelly printing but interested in slow stitching, so look for the playlist with slow stitching and so on. I can also say I live in Denmark, and I try to speak English the best I can, but my vocabulary isn't the biggest, so bear with me. And I also probably do some big bombers sometimes, but then you can see what I'm doing, so I hope all is fine. So I will take some materials here on my table and see what I will come up with this Monday morning. I have just glued these two pages together with my glue stick, so now I'm ready. And I have all these leftover pages here. So I think I will put, I don't know how messy I will be here, but better to be safe than sorry. Put them in here, and I will find another one. You can always take some parchment paper that is bigger than this, so whatever you have, and put in between. So probably hopefully not probably, I will not come paint where I don't want paint, but I want to paint these two pages black first. And splop, prot. And I don't mind if the layer isn't a little, yeah, it doesn't have to be completely nice and smooth. So it really sucks up the paint, this paper here, so perhaps I need a brush here in the sewing. But I will also put black paint on that page there and let it dry, and then I will be back. So I think the pages are dry enough, and I don't mind they are a little scrappy like this. I like that. So now I can remove these here and save them, and then I can use them for the next spread. So now I'm ready for working. And I like this way of getting a new sketchbook. Of course, you can buy all sorts of different books meant for mixed media or watercolor, whatever you fancy to do. But since this is just for having fun and practicing, it is a cheap way to get a big sketchbook, and I think I gave $4 or $5 in the Red Cross shop, and that is not much for such a big book with such much paper in. So, choose carefully the books and what kind of paper you like to work on. Normally I like to use these kind of papers that are not glossy but rough. But I can see the paint, it sucked right into the pages. So yeah, now I know that. And that if I'm doing collaging, it doesn't matter, I think. But if I want to paint like here, it needs a little more paint, I think. No, enough of me talking here. What do I want to put on these 2 pages? I will remove this for a little. And I had did a lot of these rusty earth color papers and text papers and all kinds of small bits and bobs. Here I think looks nice together. So I think I could wish for or think of doing. This is not a big fancy exercise or something that would take the half of the year, but in my head I have this vision, and this is about making 9 small squares, different squares of these papers, and perhaps make a little on them or put another little piece of paper on top of them. So there will be sitting 9 there and 9 there. That is what I have been thinking of right now. So I have to figure out how the size, and I will probably tear them because I like torn papers. Something like this. What is it approximately? Yeah, 6, 12, 18, and then there's up to 20. This is 25. So 18 from 25, that is 7. There. Okay, that could be. Yeah, I think that would be fine. About 6, and then, yeah. I will try that. I can always tear them a little smaller if that's what I want. And now I will just start playing and see what it looks like. And I can always move them around and do other things with them. Something like this. I can put the ones I have used over there and have the other ones here. They have to be somehow the right size, not too big and not too small. So this book. But I don't mind if they aren't exactly the same size. Oh, I have this lovely paper. It is something I have made at one point where I have taken a lot of layers and made the thing that is called frottage. No, not frottage. Yeah, oh, yeah, I think it is called frottage. A lot of layers and waters and a brush and dabbing, so the papers go into each other. So yeah, this is ja, men hvor det this was something that was in the newspaper, some old document telling a story, and then I took a picture with my phone and printed it out, saved it and printed it out. So that is also a way to do it. And if I have text on, I like to put it upside down, or this piece here, you have to read it from like this, so I like to put it on so it isn't so readable. Perhaps this is too small, but then again it could be in the middle of one of the others. Yeah, it's too small, I will save it there. But let us see what I have here. This is an book page where I've been rolling off my brayer and other things, and I have saved it because I think it looked nice. But I will tear some more out of these and show them to you when I have enough, and then I can start moving them around. So now I have torn 18 small. Yeah, they are more rectangle perhaps than squares, but I think they look quite fine. And when I look at this side here, no, I think that was better. And the orange up there and the orange up there. I really don't know about this piece. It is quite black, but yeah, I will let it sit there for now and see if there is another piece. And these here are two packing things from my sushi sticks, and I think they look nice color-wise here, so I will just overlap them and put them on there as one piece. So I think I like it like this, so I will just start gluing all the small squares on my pages here, and that isn't anything difficult in that. And I will totally eyeball it. No rulers or measurements or anything here. And as I have said 1,000 times before, don't be precious with your glue stick. Use a good amount. I will wait with this one for advice. I really don't know if it's that piece I want there. This little piece here I'm putting glue on now is it's a photo of one of my one of my own embroideries, and then I have mumigami the paper, so it is quite wrinkly, but that's nice too. this one. And just burnish it down. And something with an old script. And upside down, so you can't read it. If you could read that, I'm not sure I could read it, even though it was the right side up. Like this, nearly done with this. Side here. This is a little smaller, but I think I don't have any more of that paper here by me now, so that would have to work. And this one is a little bigger, but who cares? And sometimes it is so funny. If you look at that line there and you look at that line, then it goes like they were meant to be engaged, these two papers there. That's serendipity, and I like that. Or designed by accident, you can call it. This here needs a little. I will look for another thing there and see if I can find another thing I like more, and then I will glue these on, and then I will show it to you. So I have found this instead, and I think I like it better than this one. So on with that also. So something like this, and you can see no measurement, and it is quite wonky, and it is scraps and leftovers, some brown packaging paper, book pages, some leftover jelly prints, not so successful, some packing materials, jelly print, and yeah, all sorts of things from my scrap box. And I think it looks quite nice. It makes me happy this year. So now I will find out if I want to, for instance, put a little extra on some of them, or perhaps mark make on some of them. Holy Moses. Yeah, I have found some small bits and bobs I want to glue on. So I will just do that. Here's a small circle. I think would look nice there. And there is a piece of that paper I will glue on here. And it's just see what you like and what you don't like. Like this. And here's one I can glue down. I try to make a little contrast on them. And up here, this square is a little bigger, but I don't think that matters. And a small one here. That. And this one. An orange one on the small dotted one. And a circle here. Perhaps that is a little strange to put circles in, but there's a circle there, and I think I have one of these Lyra water-soluble graphite sticks, and I will just, yeah, see. I think I will make one circle up here like this, And on this piece here I can just do some mark making. Like this, and there. Pop, pop, pop. What do I want to do on that? I have a circle there, so not another circle. Perhaps by a lot of small circles. And I'm just dipping it into water. Nothing fancy. Yeah, like that. And let me see, what else can I do? I will think a little and look at my papers and see if there is more I want to do. I think this piece looks nice here. So on with that. There. And I really don't know if I just will highlight some of these here with the marker. Yeah, and then there's this piece here. What could that need? Perhaps a little piece of gold somewhere, but I haven't any gold papers here, so just a moment. I have this paper here. I bought it on Amazon. I think it is called Joss paper. It is something they use in China for celebrating, and yeah, I don't quite exactly know. But I'll just put glue on here because you can quite easily rub the gold off. So yeah, that was nice. So I think perhaps I could highlight some of the squares. There. And I like the black mark there, and there's a black mark also here and here. Yeah, I don't think that needs anyone. Then there's this piece here. What can we do with that? You can't see it, but up here I have all sorts of small bits and bobs. All the things I had teared off. Yeah, a little black piece there, that is nice. There, like that. So, I really don't think this spread needs anything more. I am quite satisfied with it. This needs to dry, and this needs to dry, and this needs to dry. So when it's all dry, I will be back, and I will take some close-ups also at the end of the video. Yeah, it isn't completely dry yet, but it will take a couple of minutes more. But I've really had a nice time making this spread here. And it isn't much, but it makes me really happy to look at. Yeah, I can't tell you why, but because everything is a little scrappy to look at, but yeah, I really like it. But if you have been inspired and you have learned a little or some tips and tricks perhaps by looking at this, and you liked it, please give my video a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing my little Danish channel. That would be very helpful of you, and I would appreciate it a lot. So week 24, and yeah, next Monday I will see you again, and then I will have been counting how many more Mondays there will be before this year is over. So a couple of more pages in this book here. So take care, be creative, and bye for now, and see you next Monday.